ready, let me know. Go to the show.
It's going red now.
Going red.
Public service announcement from this station. Idiots are now assisting with the broadcast.
There we go, CCR. All right, hello, welcome to the WTF. I'm Rhonda Shea, and this is February 20th. It is a Saturday, just in case you partied too much last night, don't know what the hell day it is. And we're right here at our studios in North Bend, Colorado, which is a suburb of the Mile High City, if you're tuning in from around the world, to say hello, to bring you some crazy news and just talk about what's been happening in the world. If you just want to hear music, you can hop over to our music feed where I picked some great music today. Creedence Clearwater Revival, The Stones, The Animals, Fleetwood Mac, you name it, they're on there. It's great. We'll probably also put that up on YouTube later. So if you've got a chance, you want to do that, that's great. Otherwise, stick with us. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk with Henry, find out what he's been up to. Dare I ask? And a little bit what's going on in the world. First, before we start the show today, I want to say that my thoughts and prayers, I love saying that because it doesn't do any damn good, go out to everybody in Texas. Just want to let them know that we're thinking of them and we're sorry for everything they're going through. Maybe being on the federal power grid and having some regulations might have helped you, so next time remember that when you're at the voting booth. And you can hopefully get some people in that want to participate in the system as it is, which would keep it up and running. But in the meantime, there's donations you can send to help our fellow Americans out, and that's through the Red Cross. You can do that. Also, the Senator AOC, that I'm sure most people hate in Texas, but anyway, she's raised about $2 million, she and some other senators, congresswomen, have raised about $2 million to bring down there to some of the hardest hit people and communities in Texas, and they're down there now taking a look at it. So if you feel like donating through that, you can find her on her Twitter feed, and you can find a way to support folks in Texas by through the congressional fund that AOC has been heading up. Okay, so that's enough of that. I hope you're all staying warm. It looks like they got a little bit of a break from that, and get on the grid again, folks. Get on the grid. All right. Hopefully, I know there's been a lot of deaths to hypothermia and other things. The only place in Texas that wasn't affected, you know what it was?
What's that?
El Paso. Because El Paso went through this about 10 years ago and decided, we ain't going through this again. And they're also on a different grid. They're actually on the national power grid. There's 3 power grids in the United States, an east, a west, and then a Texas. And El Paso was on the west power grid, so they didn't lose any power to speak of. I think they were down for about 10 minutes.
Well, let's talk about Cruz. What's his name?
Oh, Ted Cruz.
Cruz. I mean, he's the first guy that I've ever seen, Mexican guy that crossed the border to avoid ICE.
Yeah, I know. He left everybody there and went. When you're a public servant, it's your duty to stay in town. And I can see if he wanted to send his family there, why not? Get him out of that cold, but,
Well, that's just a bunch of malarkey. He planned to get out of here.
Yeah, he just went. They probably had a trip planned, didn't want to cancel it or something, who knows. But anyway, I'm not a fan of him anyway, Grandpa Munster. Right?
Is that what he reminds you of?
Doesn't he look like Grandpa Munster? He does. He looks like Grandpa Munster. Oh, sound is doing an echo now. Oh, my goodness. I wonder what the echo is here. Maybe we should turn the sound in the studio down a little bit and see. Okay, how's that now? Is it echoing or is it okay? Let me know on there. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Cruz, but he is what he is, and if they put him in there, they put him in there for a reason. He's their senator. Gotta love him, right?
Well, you don't have to.
They do. They voted him in.
You don't have to do that.
But anyway, that's his bailiwick. He's down there, and he's warm. He was warm. Now he's back, in Texas. So hopefully he can help facilitate raising some funds and supporting the people that are hurting in Texas right now. Okay, so let's get on with the show, because there's a lot of other fun things, and I'm not a fan of Texas. I don't want them to flood, but I'm really not a fan, so I don't want to
we
keep
should
talking
get
about
our plumber's license and go down there and make some money.
Really?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that'd work. Okay, so let's look at this, and most Coloradoans, by the way, are not a fan of Texas, just so you know. It's not me. It's got nothing to do with being red or blue. It's got to do with, from like back in the 70s and 80s, we all hated Texans because they would come here skiing with their big hats and all their stuff and think they own the state and act like a bunch of asses. So people here don't like them in general, so it's got nothing to do with how they vote or anything else. And I think over the years they've gotten a little better, but they're still Texans. And good luck, though. I don't want anyone to be hurt. That's horrible that they're going through that. So our prayers are with them, and I've made a donation myself, and I encourage anyone else to do that to help families in Texas that might need the help. Okay, now, let's go here and talk about, I found some really fun news stories. Did you know that?
Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah, okay, here's my favorite one. And let me just get rid of this thing so I can get it on here because it's blocking my phone. Get away from me. I can't make it go away. It's not going away. But here's the story, because this is like one of the best. Alaska woman using an outhouse. Okay, there's an Alaska woman using an outhouse, was attacked from a bear from below.
Oh my God!
And I got to read you the story because it really is fun. She lived, by the way. She's not. Anchorage, Alaska. An Alaska woman had a scare of a lifetime when using an outhouse in the back country. When using an outhouse in the back country. So she and her brother and his brother girlfriend snowshoed up, and they were going to stay in his yurt. For those of you that are from the Midwest or other countries, a yurt is kind of like a hut that's built out in the middle of the tundra where you can go in and warm up, and they're a special design. They're usually round, and they have a fire in the middle, keep you warm when you're snowshoeing or hiking. Anyway, they went to the yurt. They were in the yurt. She decided to go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom, and here's what she said. I got out there and sat down on the toilet. Immediately, something bit my butt. Right as I sat down.
Oh my gosh.
Her name is Shannon Stevens, and she jumped up and she screamed when it happened. And then her brother heard her screaming and ran out there to try to figure out what was going on. Saw her mending her wound on her butt.
Oh.
And he ran in there thinking it was a squirrel and had a headlamp on, lifted up the toilet lid, and there's a bear face looking at him. That's all. He said, I shut that lid and we ran away, ran back into the
yurt. How did they get in there?
Well, apparently there was a back door that wasn't all the way to the ground, and it dug its way under and went in. So, yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, that's going to be a story you're going to tell the rest of your life, right? Those bare necessities, those simple bare necessities. It was good.
Any bit her on the butt?
Bit her right in the ass. Just bit her right there, and that was it. She sat down, got a bear bite right in her butt.
Oh my!
I mean, how do you even share that with people? I mean, don't you think that's funny?
Yes, I do.
I'm like, okay, that's really good. Here's another one. There's just great stories today. There's one in here. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to tell you about it because it's really funny. There's a man in Florida man. And by the way, men, if you're watching or listening, don't do this. Okay, this is a definite no. He steals his girlfriend's ex. Okay, her girlfriend was married before. Okay, the girlfriend was married before. I got to put this straight. The girlfriend was married before and had her old wedding ring and her engagement band in like a box or a drawer or something. And it's his current girlfriend, this man's current girlfriend. He steals her former wedding ring set and then gives it and proposes to his other girlfriend.
Oh my God, with that wedding
With that wedding set, yeah. And so she's on Facebook and notices that he's engaged to somebody else when she's dating him. And then looks and realizes the woman is wearing her rings. Oh, God. I was like, I told my husband, I said, that guy does not even need to go to jail. All they have to do is lock him in a room with those two women.
Oh, that's it.
That's all they need to do. I mean,
that's it.
Can you imagine?
I could imagine.
I mean, stealing. I think I'll take my... I know what, she's not using this wedding ring and I'm cheating on her, so I'll take her old wedding ring and give it to the other girl. That makes sense. Oh my God.
Lord. And so what did she do? What was the final outcome?
Well, he got arrested. She called the police and they were looking for him, but they're going to arrest him when they find him for theft, because it was an expensive wedding ring. And so anyway, that's what they're going to do. So let's see. So Robert says he hears an echo. Polly says she doesn't. Polly says she's deaf. Okay. Oh, echo gone, he said. All right, I was worried about that. You just wanted to hear me twice, Robert. That's all. Okay, so here's another one. I love this one. This is from New Miami, Ohio. A police bomb squad responded to a suspicious package at an Ohio church. Thinking it was a bomb, they went in with their bomb machine and all their stuff, and they heard kind of weird noises, and they got in there, and they managed to open the bomb, and it was a box of kittens. It was a kitten bomb. I'll take that. You can leave a kitten bomb in my house anytime you want.
Oh, Lord.
There was a little note that said, this is Sparkles, and Sparkles had kittens at 2 p.m. today, and I can't take care of them.
Oh,
And they call it the bomb squad. I hope Sparkles and her babies find a nice home in Ohio. So if you're listening from Ohio and you are near Miami City, there's a box of kittens with your name on it. Let's see what else we got here. There's some really funny stuff today. I can't get over it. Okay, here's another one. What's wrong with men? Okay, Henry, you're going to, after this story, I want you to tell me what's wrong with men. All right?
Mm-hmm.
This is from Dubai. the United Arab Emirates, okay? Emirati police have arrested a man for allegedly stealing a highly valuable newborn camel to give to his girlfriend for her birthday. The United Arab Emirates state-linked newspaper reported this on Wednesday. The owners of the baby camel reported the theft from their farm earlier that month, and they did a fruitless search of the area. And then several days later, a man called the authority to say a stray camel had wandered onto his farm. So apparently it got escaped. They stole a baby camel, he gave it to his girlfriend, then they're dumb enough to let it escape, and then they found it. So anyway, the man's story fell apart because he soon admitted that he had trespassed in the neighbor's farm, and the actual guy who reported the camel was the one who stole it. Okay, men, let me tell you something. Giving girlfriends presents that you stole is not a good idea, okay? Not a good idea.
Don't look at me like I
Don't
didn't
steal
my
something
camel.
and give it to a girlfriend.
I'm ready to say all kinds of things with that camel. There's more to the camel part, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
You read my mind, yes.
Okay, we're not going to say that. No, we're not. We are just not going to say it.
What did it happen? No, I was going to go. You see, you already, you can.
How do you hide a camel? I mean, even a baby's got to be 5 feet tall. I mean, it's got to be as tall as I am.
Have you rode a camel?
Yes, a one humper.
See, I was trying hard to not go with the camel.
One
stuff.
humper, two. Two's always better than
You get her
one.
going, you know.
Isn't two better than one?
I
Isn't
hold
two?
my tongue, and she just let loose.
Sue.
I was going to keep it cool.
Hey, let's see, is anybody on from over there? Maybe they can defend this camel thievery thing. You know, this is how camels look to me. And then they spit on you.
Do they really?
Yes, they're good. They can be kind of mean, nasty. I rode a camel once and I rode an elephant once because I did PR for a circus.
And which is the best one to ride on?
Oh, the elephant. The
Oh.
elephant's much cooler. I mean,
Really?
a camel's kind of like riding a horse. You just kind of sit either in between the humps or on the other side of it. You know.
What's it like on the humps?
Yeah, the humps. One hump, hump, hump. What is that song about humps? My lovely lady humps, my bumps, my lumps. What was that song? Who sang that? Remember that
Oh
song?
my God.
My humps, my humps.
That is way too funny.
Okay.
Oh Lord, have
I know,
mercy.
a hump day, a whole new meaning. But guys, literally, seriously, quit stealing stuff and giving it to girlfriends because they get pissed, they turn you in, you're in big trouble. Not a smart idea.
So what do you do for girlfriends? Buy them stuff that
You
you
buy them stuff.
You legitimately?
You legitimately spend your money and buy them something. Or you come in and you'd be really nice to them, make them dinner and clean their house or something. Do not,
Clean their
yeah,
house.
something, you know, nice. Don't steal
So what
something.
if you're
and
cleaning
give
their
it away.
house and you find men's boots?
Well, then you probably, you know, need to leave. You need to find a new
Get the hell
girlfriend.
out of there.
Get the hell out of there. Find a new girlfriend. That's what you need to do. All right, let's see if there's anything. Today there was just, okay, here's another one. Sheriff's Office offers Valentine's Day special for exes.
Why for exes?
Nashville, North Carolina, not Tennessee. A North Carolina Sheriff's Office is giving people a chance on Valentine's Day weekend, so this is past, just this last weekend, to show their former lovers they still are wanted by turning them in if they have outstanding warrants.
Oh Lord.
They had a whole campaign on turn in your ex.
Turn your ex. That would be awful, wouldn't
They
it be?
posted a list of names of Facebook and pages and shared it all over the community and said, you know, Happy Valentine's Day, turn in your ex.
Oh my gosh, you think they did?
Well, let's see. Let's see what they said. It was a weekend special. It was described as a special too sweet to pass up. Let's see. They offered a free bracelets. Okay, here's what happened. If you describe the set of a limited edition platinum bracelets, free transportation with a chauffeur, and a one-night minimum stay at a luxurious 5-star hotel if you turn someone in and they got them. Oh my God.
Shoot. What'd you get for Valentine's Day?
What did we get? I don't even know.
So
Nothing.
It wasn't nothing. That's
It was
what she,
nothing. It wasn't
she
worth
went,
it.
what did I get?
Oh, and Sue says, don't give him a vacuum. That happened to me once. Patty brought me a vacuum. I think it was our first Valentine's Day or first something anniversary, and he gave me this, you know those old Kirby vacuums that
Yes,
are worth
yes.
if we could like do anything with them, cut your hair, you know, course the dog, paint the house, you know.
Yeah.
And he gave me one. And he goes, look what I got you. And I just looked at him like,
Were you happy?
you got it. No, you got to be, but it was really
What
expensive.
did you want?
Anything, but not a
diamond
vacuum.
ring?
I mean, it was
Roses?
like $1,000
A
vacuum.
roll in the hay?
We had
What did
nothing.
you want?
Yeah, that would have been okay. He
See
gave
how
me
she let it work.
$1,000 vacuum. When we had no money, we were just married, and I just looked at him like, you have got to be shitting me. I was like, I hardly ever used it. He'd get mad, you're not
Lord.
using that vacuum. First of all, they weighed a ton. You couldn't even pick the damn thing up. But yeah, he never did it again.
What was the best Valentine's Day?
The best one was the first year that we had our daughter, Chessie. And she was an infant because she was born in November. So she was about 3 or 4 months old. And I got up to feed her, and I got her up in the morning. And Patty had gotten up earlier. And you know, babies, they have their hands clenched.
Yeah.
He put a pair of diamond earrings in her hand. And it was kind of dumb because she probably would have ate it, but you know, she didn't. And put them in her little hand. And when I went to change her, she had her hand around this little bag thing. And I opened it up, and I thought, what the heck is that? And I looked inside, and there was a pair of diamond earrings.
Oh my God.
Yeah, wasn't that sweet?
Oh, did you have another baby after that?
Yes, we did.
That was the end of that.
Yeah, that was it. That was the end of our calm life. We started adding children. Okay, let's see.
Your calm life, your natural type
Our
of
natural
life.
calm life was over. Like that never happened. We never had one of those. Okay, so here we go. So a stolen ring from the lover. There was thousands of cold sea turtles that are being rescued. They're stunned, little baby turtles, and they're
Because they can't move because of the cold.
Yeah, and so they're rescuing them and they're putting them in buckets in Texas. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, stealing the camel, we did that. The kittens, we did the Alaska woman getting her bare butt bit by a bear. How's that? Bare butt bit by a bear. Can you say that 3 times? Well, here's the best one, all right? Custom inspectors find cocaine-coated cornflakes in Ohio. Again, in Ohio. All right, here we go. This is in Cincinnati. Apparently, some cocaine distributors got a hold of a whole bunch of cornflakes, opened them up, coated them with cocaine, resealed packages up, and they were distributing their cocaine that way.
Here's some cornflakes.
With cocaine
How
on
much
it.
for the box? Oh, $700.
So it was
that's
U.S.
a deal.
Customs and Border Protection. So we were coming across the border, apparently. They shipped them across the border, so they must have manufactured them in Mexico or something. Put cocaine on the cornflakes and shipped them off.
Well, they're probably coming from Canada.
Oh, it was.
Is
They
it
were.
Ohio
It wasn't.
pipe?
The U.S. found them, but they were being shipped from South America to Hong Kong.
Oh.
And somehow they went through one of our ports and got caught.
Oh, Lord.
A detection dog named Biko was checking on incoming freight from Peru, and he alerted the officers to the packaging, and they found literally, like pallets filled with cocaine-coated cornflakes. God,
Get your milk out.
yeah, really. Hey, what is the cornflakes jingle? Is there one? Snap, crackle, pop would have been
No,
good for that's Rice Krispies.
That's the way I sound when I get up in the morning.
I know, really. So anyway, yeah, they caught him.
Jeez.
People are dumb,
Well,
Henry. People are.
that was kind of smart, though. They just got alerted by
Well,
the
there's Sue
dog.
Davies. Say hi. Hello.
Hi, Sue Davies.
And there's my cousin Richard. Hi, Richard.
Hi,
He's in
Richard.
Rhode Island,
And
and
Corn.
Davies is in Illinois.
And
We've got
Sue.
Sue is in Florida. We've got
Robert.
them all. We've got them all over the place here today. So thank you. Thanks for tuning in. They're great. That's what it was. Tony the Tiger.
After you eat those,
Now we know why Tony was so bouncy and up all the time. They're great.
Well, you remember when they used
Make
to
you feel like a kid again.
Do you remember when they used to make cough medicine? And if you looked at the cough medicine, it had cocaine,
Mm-hmm.
it had marijuana or cannabis, and it had codeine.
Oh yeah.
So it had all 3 things. And so
You used to be able to get codeine like candy. I mean,
Yeah,
like you'd go to the doctor, you'd sprain your ankle. Here's some codeine. Or
so you
here's
took a spoonful of that, you were out. Oh, I got well.
Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Oh Lord! But yeah, so I thought
that was just cough medicine.
I know they used to have it all kinds of stuff, and then
Coca-Cola.
all the rules ruined it.
All the rules.
All the rules.
The more complex a society, the more complex
Did
the
you hear?
laws.
This is old. It's been on Facebook, but it's kind of funny. Did you hear about the aging desktop source of an attorney's accidental cat filter? An attorney was on a call and he didn't know how to really do
Or a
Zoom.
Zoom call, right?
Yeah, and you know how you can put filters on? He hit the cat filter button, didn't know how to take it off, so he had to do his entire court thing look like a cat.
The cat was talking. I bet you he did that on purpose. I bet he did it on purpose.
Oh, God. You think they would have postponed. Okay, here's another one. I told you, there's tons of news today, and it's all weird. Tennessee man, okay, it's in Tennessee, so
Figures.
leaves $5 million to its pet border collie. Okay, there are people, and then there are
Does that border collie
Texas
talk?
that are
And
people
can he
from
drive a
COVID that are
car?
without jobs. There's people in Texas that are freezing, their homes are ruined, they have no jobs. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and what happens? This guy leaves $5 million to his dog.
And
I'd have
so
taken
they-
care of his
you-
dog for one.
Well, you would have been the dog's lawyer, probably.
Yeah, I'd have taken care of his dog for one. Jeez, I mean, it's crazy. Funny, I'm actually making cornflake chicken tonight.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I bet you are,
You better
Sue.
take that chicken. I mean, the cornflakes.
Yeah, make sure it's not frosted.
These are
Frosted
good.
flakes.
Oh, these are just delicious.
Bet you just can't eat one. Oh, that was something else. Okay, here's another one. There's so much weird stuff on there. Look at this one. A teen Civil War. I can't even say
This
it.
is crazy.
A Civil War reenacting chicken was found in Alabama.
That don't even
Chicken
make sense.
reenacts the Civil War, apparently. Okay. It explains why they vote for Trump down there, doesn't it? Okay, a Mississippi teen who lost his Civil War reenacting pet chicken Peep outside of a Cracker Barrel. It just gets better. Well, I'm going to take my chicken and go to Cracker Barrel. We're going to reenact the Civil War. Okay, anyway.
Smart chickens there.
Yeah, really. Oh, my God. Restaurant in Alabama was reunited with his bird, courtesy of a farmer who helped to find the fowl. Okay, Thomas Ramsey, who founded a military reenactment group for youth, told the Coleman Times that he was headed home from a weekend event at Spring Hill, Tennessee, when he stopped with a friend at a restaurant. He left Peep, a rooster that participated in simulated battles, tied to his truck in a parking lot. Oh, Jesus, God, these people vote. Oh, he and his wife, who's also his cousin. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought that was real.
No, I made that up. Anyway, and it was stolen, and then somebody came along and found it and returned Peep. Maybe they gave him cornflakes. I don't, what do you think? Oh, my God.
This is some crazy stuff.
I told you, when I looked at this, it was like, usually I do 2 or 3 of these, but there were so many. I couldn't get over it. I'm like, what, have people gone insane? Maybe it's the vaccine. They've been all nuts. They got the
Hey,
vaccine.
did you get your vaccine?
No, I'm not old enough. Not for
You
another.
keep saying that.
My husband was supposed to get it Monday, but now he got a notice that said they didn't arrive. Because you know how the weather has screwed up the vaccine, so it'll be a while before. Here's another one. Koala rescued after a 5-car pileup on an Australian freeway.
Nobody else was rescued, but
No,
the
the
koala.
koala was saved. So a little koala bear is trying to pass the highway, and all these people slammed on their brakes and caused a 5-car pileup. They were all hurt. But only thing in the news is the koala's fine. It was rescued. And the woman grabbed it, put it in the trunk of her car, and it managed to get through the trunk and into her driver's seat. So she was scared, so she pulled over and then took pictures of him like at the steering wheel, pretending he's driving the car. No, it's true.
Come on.
It's true.
Come on, you're ad-libbing there.
I'm not. It's true. How about this guy? Turkish man strikes up 37-year friendship with a swan. He rescued a baby swan and it returns every year, and the swan loves him. Okay.
Yeah, you better move on with that one.
I don't even know.
Because you know how
I'm just
men
moving
and
on.
sheep and that
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of
know. I don't know if it works with birds. We have to ask somebody from Wyoming.
And you're holding a straight face. while you say that.
Wyoming, where men are
Oh,
men
my
and
God.
sheep are nervous. Did you ever hear that old story where the guy comes in and
Dad.
Daddy, Daddy. Yeah, and you know, guy comes in, he catches his fellow rancher, and he's having his way with the sheep, and and he looks at him and says, "What the hell's wrong with you? That's not even the pretty one." I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that.
That was good.
Not even
I'm
pretty.
using that one.
Where's its lipstick?
That's on the pig.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I can't. I'm not reading any more of this. It's too nuts. Too nuts. I mean, can you believe all this? I was like, oh my God, there's so many crazy people.
But that's what makes the world go round, correct?
I know.
I wonder how people even manage to live their life and get along, and
Oh,
when there's this much stuff that they do.
I don't know.
Okay, what are some of the craziest things you've done? Now, you've done some crazy
I've
things.
told you
Rhonda.
some of them. Once, and Sue well, most of them happened in college, and so
See,
Sue and
blame college.
Sue-
You've
and
done things
the
now.
two Sues on here can verify that one. But one time, and I think I've said this before, it was around Christmas time, and I was drunk, and I can't remember. I was with Patty, I think, and not my Patty, but a girl Patty called in, and or Patty Riley. I can't remember, one of the Patties. And we decided we needed a Christmas tree, and I said, and we didn't have any money, and we said, well, we're in the sorority house, and I said, well, let's just go out. There's plenty of woods around here. We'll chop one down. We'd been drinking. I got my Jeep. We took a saw. Off we went. We found this cute little tree, and we saw. It was with a bunch of other trees, but we didn't think anything of it. Bring it home. It's big. It was too big. We had to cut it down and get it in the house, and everybody's laughing about cutting the tree down. The next day, there was an article in the school paper that said vandals cut down a tree out of the president's yard.
And they never heard a thing.
Well, he had a big, there was a big
estate
yeah,
kind of thing.
and I guess it was lined with all these trees, and I thought, oh my God, did we do that? So we get in the car the next day to see, we go driving around by the president's yard, and we see tree, stump, tree, trees.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you never got caught.
No, and they were looking for the person, and all the fraternities and sororities knew, because we had the tree that we cut down. And I thought, oh, they're gonna turn me in, but nobody did. They all kept their mouths shut. You know, there's a bond with the sisterhood.
You were lucky for that one.
Oh, I know. It was crazy. It was crazy. So that was one of the craziest things we ever did. And there was many others, believe me. One time, I'm trying to think, this is another one. We were out going to what we called Bushnell Beach, which was a swimming lake, and I was a freshman, I think. And Balls, your favorite, person, Lynn Turnbull, was in the car with one of the sisters, and there were two of us in the back seat, and there were two of us, those two, and they were seniors, I think, and we were freshmen. And we pulled up, and they said, and there were carloads of sorority sisters going to this beach, and they said, hey, we got an idea. Take your clothes off, because it was streaking. Get out of the car and go streak the car
oh my God.
behind us. We'll stop. So, okay, well, it's a dirt road, but okay, so we do it. So we get out of the car, we streak the car behind us, we go back around, and the cars all took off. And left me standing there with my friend Deb. And the two of us were stark naked in the dirt road in the middle of Illinois going. And so then people start driving on the road. And we're like, oh my God, every time a car would come, we'd hit the ditch. Like on a farmland, there'd be a ditch. We'd like, do I get in the ditch? And then they come back laughing, and they throw out like one pair of underwear.
Oh.
And then they get on the street, and they throw out like a bra.
Messing with you.
Yeah. And so we finally, we run down the street trying to put our clothes on, and finally, and then we get to the car, and they drive off again. Sue Weaver Christmas tree, yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, so there was a lot of stuff like that. It was crazy.
Stuff you'll never forget.
No. What is it that there's an old saying that the good times we can't remember, with those we'll never forget. Yeah.
And those are the crazy times, not just good
And I
times,
was
they're
always
crazy.
coming up with something stupid. It'd be like, hey, I got an idea. Let's do this, and then the people would go along with it. I was like, what? Somebody should have stopped me. There's Ruth. She said hello. She's on every week with us. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
Nice
How
to
are
see you. And she's got the cutest little grandbaby girl. And I think she's having another one coming up. I don't know if the baby's been born yet. But she's got another one.
Lord have mercy.
I know. It's so sweet. I don't have grandchildren because my kids can't seem to figure out how to produce one.
Rhonda, no.
I don't have any. They're not going to have any. They've decided our line needs to end. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
No more.
Ties.
No more.
Yeah, so what do you think of, so far, the COVID vaccinations are going on full swing. So far, what do you think things are doing?
Well, I think it's been going pretty good. This cold weather interrupted the flow, so of course that's going to set them back a little bit.
And you're not complaining at all about our leadership.
No, I'm not, because I like our leadership now.
You think it's doing a good job?
I think they're doing considering they inherited a mess. They had no transition time. They had stuff that was burned and destroyed. They had a man who spent his entire 4 years deconstructing the government and deconstructing the agencies. And, I think it's going really good. They had a lot to handle.
And it's funny
he's doing
because Biden went down and declared Texas and it's a red state.
Yeah,
Declared it
because it's not supposed to be red and blue.
at all.
When it comes to emergencies. You're not supposed to hold that over people's heads and make them worship you in order to support Americans. Like
And so
Trump
he went
did.
down and sent everybody, AOC went down there,
I know.
everybody is just doing some
That's right,
incredible.
because that's what it should be.
Yes.
That's what it should be, not what was going on the last several years. And I still think the reason that we don't have as many vaccines and people have been vaccinated
It's because
he sent, well, Trump sent more vaccines to the red states than he did the blue states, not regardless of population. And that's coming out now. That's not a rumor. It's starting to be proven.
Wow.
So, it makes sense, right? But yeah, I mean, I'm very, very pleased. It's not going to be perfect, but I like having a sense of normalcy, someone who addresses honestly to us what's going on and keeps us informed and is part of the solution, not creating more problems. So yeah, I'm very happy. And, and I'm really happy because, okay, I'm going to say it, and it's really, really bad. I'm going to say it, and it's really bad, but
Live at KUHS.
Breaking news. Rush Limbaugh is dead.
Who is Rush Limbaugh?
Yeah, oh, God.
Who is Rush Limbaugh?
Oh, I don't know, some asshole.
Oh, God.
But he's gone. I mean,
Some asshole.
he's gone.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't wish him dead, but I have to tell you, I'm happy he is.
And there's a lot of them that
Yeah.
are dying off that,
Yeah.
it's like, it's going to be a good
And,
thing.
Well, he was so divisive and so racist and so lied and hate-filled and really fueled the
And
divisions.
how did he make so much money doing that?
Because what he did was he found a group. I mean, he's high school educated, for God's sakes. He's not a brilliant man. He went and he's brilliant when it came to managing people, though. He went and he got a small talk show. FCC was deregulated by Reagan, if you remember,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't have to do fairness in broadcasting anymore. And he found a group of people that hated other people, and he sewed them all together, and he made a fortune sowing hate.
Jesus.
And it's Trump's true VP is about right. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that Rush is enjoying where everybody else was cold this past month. I'm pretty sure Rush is enjoying the heat right now.
Ron has some good stuff.
I'm pretty sure he's not cold. Let's just put it that way.
Because there was always a problem with Rush and also the other guy. Was a guy who always would talk. He was a real tall guy, dark black hair.
Oh, Howard Stern?
Howard Stern.
But he was on the other end of the spectrum.
And there was always this.
And he's bad too. He would say things that were horrible.
Toward women.
Towards women, racist as well. I mean, I'm not a fan of Howard Stern either. He's an ass. But what they figured out, they're shock jocks. In the old days, the shock jocks would, they'd get fined and they'd get kicked off the air. They had to be careful. Well, the shock jocks all started doing podcasts and their own shows. And when the deregulation went by the wayside, they could say what they wanted. And Rush is just a shock jock. He's a conservative shock jock, or was. And I have no sympathy for him at
So
all.
there's a lot of them running around still.
Yeah, bye-bye Rush. Karma's a bitch. Yeah, there we go.
And then I watched, up on all the social media sites, whether it be Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, everybody was saying things like what you're saying about Rush. And I was trying to figure out, well, who was this big, huge audience? I just...
Well, it's the people that don't like other people, that are different, that are not white, that are, poor, or that, immigrants, and, it's the KKK factor, and the Proud Boys. They all love him, and ultra-conservatives that don't want to spend any of their money insulating things like power grids.
Now... And the power grids, they're trying to blame the Green Deal.
Well, that's fake as hell.
With the turbines and stuff, they would have been hooked up to turbines. They would have not gone down.
Well, no, they went down. But here's what the reality is: the turbines create up to 25% of the power in that Texas grid in the summer. In the winter, it's only 10 to 15%. So it really shouldn't have caused those blackouts. The turbines would not have gone down had they had the backup systems and they adhered to the weather requirements and regulations that the rest of the country was on.
Right?
Yeah, because Texas voted to have their own, so they didn't have to follow the regulations. So if they would have been following the regulations, there would have been backup that they have to have. There would have been insulation on some of those
like
lines.
more squirrels in there turning the cages.
So it would have prevented
you see
this.
how
It definitely,
archaic their stuff
yeah,
is?
it definitely would have prevented this. But
they would not invest any money into that infrastructure.
because they don't believe in that kind of thing there. So
I thought it was going to stay warm all the time.
But my feeling is that a whole bunch of people whose homes are screwed up, who might not have been paying insurance, who lost their livelihood due to the pandemic now have this going on. I have a feeling that some of those red voters might be a little bit blue now, not just from the cold either, you know?
From freezing to death.
Yeah. So anyway.
Hey, what'd you think of our cold weather?
That was great. I went skiing.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went skiing Thursday. It was minus 17 when I was skiing. You know, it was
goes the
beautiful.
icicle down the slope. Who is it? It's Rhonda.
Well, it's always cold when you ski at Loveland because it's up near the Continental Divide. The parking lot at Loveland is higher than the top of Vail Pass. So when you're skiing up there at the Continental Divide, it's cold. But it's beautiful and stunning. And
But you got the clothing.
yeah, you got to wear everything. I still was cold. We did about. We went up and started skiing at about 9:30 ish.
You rent your skis up there?
No, I have my own.
Oh, you have your own. What kind do you have?
I have Nordic Santa Anas. 80s.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, those are some nice ones.
Yeah, they're really nice. Yeah.
And the boots?
And the boots, yeah, Delgados are from Italy. And
Oh, are you listening to this?
they keep you warm.
Oh, what
They're
about
20
your
below.
headset?
I have a helmet, that's correct.
And what kind is that?
And I can't remember.
See, she knows all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And she's got the,
The goggles and face masks and gloves, and then my gloves
and the
are
breathing
leather.
apparatus.
And then they have their built-in thing, and then you zip them on the side, and you can put hand warmers in them.
Oh my God.
And so you can ski, and you can also put warmers in the
And you
boots.
don't get
My
cold.
boots are set where you can put in the warmers as well, so you don't get cold, you know. And you do get cold. I mean, it was cold, but
Yeah.
we skied, I think it was about 10 runs.
You
and,
say we, who are you with?
My ski partner, her name is Tori, and so we go skiing together.
And she can ski pretty good.
Yeah, she used to be on several ski teams, I think,
Wow.
including the U.S. team, if I'm not mistaken, and she might not have been on that one, but I can't remember. But anyway.
So how fast do you come down?
Well,
we
I
getting
don't
at-
go fast.
Well, because we were watching
30 maybe.
the female
30,
downhill
35.
skiers.
Mhm.
How fast do they go?
Oh, they're going about 60.
60,
Yeah.
70 miles
Yeah.
an hour is what
Now,
they said.
yeah.
Coming down that slope. And
And, I mean, I go fast for my age, and I was a fast skier when I was younger,
you're
but not.
51, 49?
Yeah, that's it, 35. But she's an amazing skier and had, traveled all over the world, helicopter skiing and traveling with ski team and things like that. So
Yeah.
I ski with her. And we were up there and we did, I think, 10 runs in less than 2 hours.
Jeez.
And we came home. It was like, okay, we did 10 runs, let's go home.
The car wouldn't even warm up coming back
No.
down.
It was, but I can usually get
Mhm.
between about 12 and 15 runs from
Getting on back on the
9:30 till about
the
noon.
lift, get up there and
just
then
down, back on, down, back on, down, back on.
And how far is it when you come down?
I don't know, it's a couple miles.
Couple miles, that's
Yeah, it's not
okay.
very, they're not real long. Now, there are some very long runs up there if you want to go to the top of the mountain on the left side, but that's super cold, and the snow this year hasn't been great, so we've stayed away from that.
Wow.
It's been fun. And I'll go up again this Thursday, and then I'm going to go on a little ski trip and ski for several days, and then I'm going to come back and ski some more, and then I'm going to ski some more. How's
Do you
that?
get sore?
No. I do it last year I didn't ski because COVID closed the area, so the first few times
You get a little bit sore.
I was sore, yeah. My legs were sore, they were getting tired and
How are
shaky.
your knees?
They're okay because I shoot them up with, I have them shot with cortisone, yeah. So I have cortisone shots and I ski in knee braces. So
Wow, yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
though.
yep. You still moguls? Nope, I don't do moguls anymore.
What's a mogul? Come
That's
on.
the hill. That's the little bumps on the mountain, the bumps. And I did until about 2 years ago, and then I quit doing moguls. I slowed down doing them about 4 or 5 years ago when
I thought you meant something else,
I
like
hit
a business mogul.
mogul. Yeah, you still do moguls, but I hit my head coming down a really deep,
But I mean, you had your
hard
helmet
slope.
on. and
Yeah, but I
everything.
hit it so hard I tore my retina in my eye.
Oh,
Had to have
my
eye
gosh.
surgery. So they told me I shouldn't do moguls anymore because my eyes would get screwed up.
Move
Yeah.
around.
So, well, if that kind of impact and bounce when you're older,
So that's why when
can
you come
make
in
your
here, you're always
retinas change.
eyeballing.
I'm always eyeballing you, Henry. So anyway, I don't do the moguls anymore. I never was great at them, but I did have fun on them, and I could go through them and have a good time. But we just don't do that anymore because we're 65, my friend's 70, and
Oh.
the reality is that we want to ski until we're in our 80s. And
Lord
so
have mercy,
it
you
just
won't be
takes-
able to do that.
Oh yeah, I will. And I can ski as easy as I can walk. But the thing is that.
But you're bragging now.
No, I'm just saying, it's just we can do it. But you have to be careful. If you're going to get hurt, you're not going to ever be able to do it again. So we're careful. We're careful. But we love it.
You gotta be very careful. You could hurt yourself. Right?
Yeah, you have to be careful.
You told me you've never run into a tree.
No, well, I did run into a stump once and broke my
Oh.
ski in half and broke my ankle when I was a kid.
Jesus.
But that was one thing. And
But skiing's big here in Colorado.
Yeah.
You go up there, it's everywhere. There's
Yeah.
this.
I don't go on the
hundreds and
weekends. It's so crowded. I'd rather never ski than that. I snowshoe on the weekends. because it's much better.
But they've got a lot of the avalanche warnings and that kind of thing going on.
Not 65 until this summer. That's right. That's when I turned 65 in June.
So you were trying to push it, weren't you?
Well, I mean, we're close to it. By the time ski season's over, it'll be a month away from my birthday. So unless it's bad snow,
Yes.
you know. So we're just pushing it, and it's fun. But and we go up, we have a great time, we ski, and we come down that hill, and you've got everything on, nobody can see you, and we're looking great, and they're looking at us like, oh, who are those girls? Then we take off our helmets, old craggly old women, and they're like, it's one of the best things in the world is coming down after you're really booking down a hill, and you pull up, and you're in the left line, and they go. It's pretty funny. So yeah, I love it. I love skiing. And if you're looking for good ski equipment or good fair rental prices for snowshoes, skis, or purchasing equipment, go see Paul at Larson Ski and Sport. The only place I'll get my equipment, and they are phenomenal, and they're very good priced. Believe it or not, when you rent from them, it's cheaper than renting at REI or up at the areas or any of that stuff. So
that's for renting.
Yep, it's for
But
I buy all my stuff from them as well. So Paul's a great fitter. He knows exactly.
What are the costs?
Well, it depends. My skis are probably about $900, and then you have to put boot bindings on them, and then you have to buy the boots, which are about $300 or $500. So I have expensive equipment. You can get stuff cheaper.
And how much does it cost to go skiing?
Skiing, if you buy a season pass for daytime only, which is Monday through Friday, but not Saturday, Sunday, it's only about $350 for the season at Loveland.
Wow, that's not
so
bad.
that's why I buy it, because you can go up during the week, and you just don't. I wouldn't want to go on the weekend anyway.
Yeah, because it'd be too crowded.
and that's cheap. So I do cheap skiing. Now you can buy the Epic Pass for about $600 or $700.
Yeah.
You know, which next year I'm retiring. I've told you this, and from working, I might do this still, but regular work every day I'm retiring. And next year I plan on buying the Epic Pass as well as the Loveland Pass, so I can ski it. Steamboat and
all the different nice places.
And Copper and
what's the best one in Colorado, do you think?
I love Steamboat Springs. I think that's
what everybody talks
and
about.
I
Steamboat
like Copper
Springs
Mountain.
is really nice.
I like Winter Park. You know,
I love Winter
I loved A Basin.
I like to go up there just for the festivals, the music festivals.
I love A Basin in the spring.
And then we ride up the
Loveland in the spring.
There's those things you ride up there, and it's made for skiing, but you could ride them. They give you rides on.
It's a lot. Oh, the gondolas, yeah. It's a lot of fun. And if you have a season pass at Loveland, you can do the snowcat skiing. They'll put you on one of the snowcats and take you up to the top, and you can ski down. It doesn't cost you any more money if you want to do that.
Oh, cool.
I don't do that kind of stuff, but if you want to, that's cool. We should go together, Michelle. Yes, Michelle, just message me. I go up Thursdays for half a day usually. But if you go with me, I can go in all day. So just,
I'll go on it all day.
Yeah, because my ski buddy leaves at noon, but I can stay all day if we want to. Okay, and then, so what else is going on with you?
Oh, not everything's going good.
What'd you do for Pearl for Valentine's Day?
I can't remember.
You can't remember. You better remember. I hope you didn't forget. She'll be mad. She's going to be like, oh, no.
I can't remember. I really can't.
You can't remember?
No.
Well, did you do something?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
And it would be nice to say.
Pearl, if he didn't get you anything, you need to, read him the riot act. Get him back in line.
Rhonda, you always do this. You always put me in the doghouse. One time I broadcast out of the doghouse. I did a live feed. I was in the doghouse broadcasting out of the doghouse.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and I did it. It came out really good because it's when everybody was going to broadcast from their homes and doing Zoom and that kind of thing. So I did a broadcast out of the doghouse. It came out really cool. Hey,
who's on there from around the world? Do we have anybody we can say hi to?
Sure.
I'd like to say hi to some people. They're probably liking us again. I don't have to apologize anymore. Yes. Let's hop on there and see them.
Okay.
There's Jill Clanky. She's on here. She's the one that said bye-bye Rush. Jill and her husband have Clanky & Cook, which is a law firm off of Colorado Boulevard and I-25. They do wills, estates, trust, and real estate. So if you need anything like that, they are phenomenal. And David Cook, her husband, is one of the sweetest guys. He's too nice to be a lawyer, but he's great at it.
Now, I seen something about the guy who just passed away, Larry King. And the wife, who they were going to get a divorce, was fighting with the son over the will.
Oh God, I hate all that.
Yeah.
They have a thing actually that they do, which is a talk series, and he's written a book called "Mom Loves You Best," Mom always loved you best. And it's about how to keep your family a family after people die. So, like the things that they fight over. And now stepmoms and kids are a little different, but if it's a nuclear family, a lot of things people fight over are things like the painting that always hung in the hallway, or one wedding ring, 3 daughters. And it's about how you handle that before you die so they don't fight when you die. They're great. They're good, caring, smart people.
There you go.
Okay, who we got on here? Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Hello, New Jersey. We've got Lagos. Hello for you. That's great.
Nigeria.
In Nigeria, we've got Casablanca. Ooh. What is that? Here's looking at you, kid. We've got Casablanca. We've got Navi. What is that? Mumbai. Yeah, Mumbai. Mumbai's on. Hey, watch out. If you're over in that part of the world, there's a camel stealing guy. Look out for him. Let's see, San Sebastian.
Yes.
Wow.
There's an artist that I play out of
great.
there. His name is, and I play a lot of his
Oh, lots
music.
from San Sebastian.
Mhm,
Okay.
yes.
And Ottawa, Ontario. We've got Ontario, Canada. We've got Brazil. Is that Brazil?
Yeah.
Brasilia. Yeah, that's great.
Australia.
Ottawa, Brazil, Singleton,
they're
South
into
Wales.
tomorrow, aren't
South
they?
Wales. We've got South Wales.
That would be into tomorrow.
Yeah,
wouldn't
they're
it?
tomorrow, I think. I'm not sure. We've got Venezuela. We've got, oh my gosh, Tokyo, Mexico. We've got all kinds of people on today from the international camera. Almost the whole world. It's like the United Nations right here. Okay, let's get together, folks. We're going to solve the problems. And usually it's just the politicians in all those countries, and ours included. But that's great. It was good to see everybody. Thanks for tuning in, taking the time to join us, especially those of you that it's weird times of the day and night. You know, I don't know what time it is.
Generally, what time do you go to sleep at night?
1 in the morning.
1 in the morning? Stay up watching stuff on TV,
Yeah,
or
I get
reading,
stuck and I
or
stay
get
up
on the computer.
my photography. I took some fabulous photos.
You do take fabulous
I don't know if you
photos.
saw.
That's how you first came here.
Yeah, I know.
You came here with a gal, what was her name?
Oh, yeah.
Laura Pageant.
Yes, Laura brought me in, and that's how I found you.
And I heard, as you were talking, I heard you talk about Kim Radio.
Yeah.
And that just sprung a leak with me right away, so I had to ask you more about it.
I know you did. There's a, let's see. I'll see if I can find these. We can't show them up here, but there's some of what I took the other day when I was out just tooling around at Red Rocks. Let me tell
I
you
love
something.
Red Rock.
I do too, and especially in the snow when it's crisp, new snow. It's beautiful. It's a great place to snowshoe around or walk around. And
Did you ever
hike.
run Red Rocks?
I used to about when I was 59. It was the last time I did it, and because I was in really good shape in my 50s, and I ran up the stairs and down the stairs, and I would go once a week to Red Rocks to make that walk up the stairs and down. And I couldn't do it now. I don't think if my life depended on it.
And see, now that the COVID's ending, there's going to be a lot more fun things happening. We can get back to concerts, fundraisers, all the fun things that happen. You go out to eat, go do things, drive around. I think a lot of things are going to change. But they say not till between June and August when the entire population of the United States will be vaccinated, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
And then a new strain comes out.
Yeah, and then something else comes out. We're going to be locked in our house for the rest of our life. And I was mad about this because, we're 64, almost 65. And if you're lucky, you got 15 or 20 years left, and I don't want to spend one of them locked in a house again. I went to the doctor. They said, "Well,
you're the kind of individual that loves to go around, and go all over the place, meet people, talk." And there was a couple of doctors that were in here that were talking about people have to, get around each other. They have to be around each other, play games.
At least when you ski and snowshoe, you're automatically distanced, and you can go and do that like a regular person. You don't have to. You almost forget about COVID at that point.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is, people have to be together. People have to congregate. That's part
Jill
of life.
Planky, who's on there, and I went out to lunch. We actually risked our lives to have lunch. I thought about it later. I thought, well, that was dumb, but it was worth it. It was worth it. And so thank you, Sue. Thank you, Jill. They both said they liked my pictures from Red Rock, so thank you. But COVID has changed a lot of things, and it's made it really difficult. And, and thank God I'm getting along with my house. I can't imagine being locked in a house if you really were.
Didn't get along with you.
Well,
there's been, and a lot of the doctors who have shows here were talking about, domestic violence and.
Oh, yeah, it's way up, way up. Yeah.
Children being harmed and all kinds of things.
The domestic violence is through the roof. Divorces are going up.
Well, yeah, I'll show you some of the bruises that I have.
You deserve it. Don't even tell me that. That way to go, Pearl. Give him another whack when he gets home from me.
And it's like there's so much going on now. It's like you don't discover who you're really married to or who you're with until you have to live with them 24/7, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's
If
like
you're not happy, it's going to be a problem.
and that's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
Now I had to file for just the other day. I filed my unemployment insurance, and it's a bummer because I signed it all up and I put down there what's your occupation. I put burglar. And why am I out of work? Well, everybody's home.
Oh, jeez, Henry.
Oh. Well, I mean, you say
Cat
something.
burglar.
You say something.
I'd like to see a cat burglar. A bag of cats coming. No.
I would say something. See, you get me going, but I'm not.
Don't say anything.
I'm
Don't.
not going
You have to be on good
behavior.
behavior. I'm trying to keep him. I'm trying to keep him in
really
line.
good.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Jeez, it's tough. It's tough.
It's tough.
It really is. I mean, the man is, he's tough.
See, look at.
What's your number?
You can call Rhonda if you want. Our number here, if you want to call Rhonda, and she'll talk to you on the phone, you can call us right now.
That's right. You can call in if you want.
You can call Rhonda and talk to her about
What's the
anything
number?
you want. It's 720-386.
720-386-0513.
Call
So,
Rhonda.
if you want to call and discuss something, give us a call.
We'll do it live.
No, we'll make fun of you. No, we won't.
We're waiting
I don't know.
for
Nobody's
you.
probably going to call.
Yeah, they're going to call you, so.
All right, we'll
Rhonda, go ahead and call us, and we're ready to go.
We'll answer. We'll be like Kreskin. We'll answer any question about any
Remember-
subject, no matter what.
Remember he would, on Johnny Carson,
Yeah.
he put his,
That's what we're going to do. So
Okay.
you call, ask a question, and we'll answer it no matter what the question is, if you call. Probably
Yeah.
people are like, I'm not calling that bitch. Got that.
We're ready. Go ahead and make your call.
So I'm going to give a shameless plug after this.
720-386-0513.
513. All right, and I'm going to do a shameless plug. So if you're out there and you're thinking you want to help somebody this time of year, you can also help the Listen Foundation for Hearing Impaired and Hard of Hearing Children. It is an organization that pays for therapy and for children who are born deaf or hard of hearing at no cost if their family qualifies, and they pay for them to have the therapy that's needed with their cochlear implants and their hearing aids so they can grow up and speak and hear and listen and talk just like you and me. It takes away that disability for them, and it's done the first 6 years of life. So after they're done with the program, they go on and they do really well. So if you are so inclined and want to help a nonprofit, the Listen Foundation, located in Greenwood Village.
And you've always been a part of that, right?
I've been since I was 23 years old, I think. Yeah.
And there's another, you've been around about 2 or 3 other organizations.
Cancer League of Colorado is another one that I've supported for many, many years.
Plus
Camp Wapiap. Yeah, which is for children that have
one
cancer.
touches me. I don't know what it is
Well,
about
it's children.
that one. Yeah, and it just
Can't-
gets me. And you do some really cool things, and you involve us in
Anybody
at
calling us?
KUHS.
No, huh?
I better keep an eye on that.
Keep
yeah.
it on the phone. Nobody called.
It's 720-386-0513.
They're not calling. They're like, we're
Call
not
her.
No, don't.
Ask her any question you
Any
want.
question
You
you
got 3
want.
minutes to ask her any question you want. 720-386-05,
Or they could text a question.
or you can text it right
Yeah,
here.
or you can Facebook a question.
Yeah, you can do it right now. Don't feel.
And I'm not answering things like what my social security number is, my bank account number, or my hat size.
What if they're trying to give you $4 million in
Oh,
Nigeria?
what if it's the Prince of Nigeria? Yeah, that's okay. I want to bring him on for an interview, that Nigerian prince that keeps, wanting to send us money. What do you think?
That'd be great.
I'm going to get him in here. I'm going to get him in the studio, the Nigerian prince. And you know what else? The car warranty people. Oh my God. I've never gotten in the Medicare. Don't be within a few months of Medicare, because you will get phone calls from every human being on this planet asking you about your Medicare. Do you have a Medicare plan? Would you like to learn about Medicare? We can help you, guide you through Medicare. No, no, and no.
How come they do that? They're just trying to get
Sell you something, yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. They're not calling, I told you. You have a question there? Anything text in?
Because we didn't publicize it like
the car warranty guys, yeah, see?
Jill, go ahead and give her a call, and it's 720-386-0513.
Yeah, call in.
720-386-0513.
We're going to have you call in, and we're going to have you tell them about Mom, but love you best. And, the mail about Medicare, yeah. These are the things that annoy me. The mail about Medicare, the phone calls about Medicare, the gonna give you $1 bazillion, people. The fake Amazon, your order is screwed up, you need to call us and clear your credit card. Don't do that, folks, that's fake too. Let's see, what else?
Oh, there's all kinds of.
Oh my God.
Well, they call you on the phone. Hello, this is Microsoft. You seem to have porn on your computer. You need to let me in there to take care of it, and I will take care of it. But then you let them.
Oh yeah, and then you let them in. They control your computer.
And then they say, you're gonna have to pay $400 to clear this up.
Yeah.
You have too much porn, and it's causing too much grief.
I know. They call up for the craziest things, like you got a bug and you need a fix, and you got to call them to fix your computer.
KUHS
How about the guys who call
radio.
about solar energy? Yeah, those are another one. It's like, please. I like to
Just
put
one
them where the
second.
sun don't shine. When they call for
Okay,
that.
you got a call.
I got a call. Is it Jill? We have to see who it is. Let's put her on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, you're on. Is this Jill?
Get you some headsets.
Oh, we get some headsets. Where's my headset?
Right
Oh, it's on my neck. Hello. Are you there, Jill? I can't hear you. You don't have anything turned up on my headset.
Mhm.
We got it? We got somebody on the phone. So, I don't know. I still can't hear. Hello? Oh, there, I'm hearing something. I'm not sure what. All right, are we there?
Mhm.
Hello? Hi, how you doing? Yeah, you sound like, she sounds like a tin can. We got something going on weird in the phone system here. Let's try it again. Who is that? Let me see the number. It is 303, oh, I'm not gonna say it. I think it's Jill. I'm having trouble hearing you. Yeah, there we go. Can you hear me? I don't know, Henry. It's kind of weird right now. Hold on, stay on the phone. We're just trying to figure it out. This is why we did this, so you can watch us be tech idiots for the next, 20 minutes. There we go. Is that it? I don't hear it. See? I'm here. Who is this? Jill. Okay, good. Yeah, I got you now. Okay, turn my headset up. I'm half deaf. I couldn't hear you. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Well,
I have a question.
you have a question. Go ahead.
What are you doing for your Medicare birthday? Because mine comes up before you.
I
What are you going to do for a Medicare birthday?
I think we should go out and get hurt so we can get free health care just because we need it once in our life.
I think that's a great idea.
I think we should celebrate our birthdays together. Yours is coming up soon, though. When is it?
April.
April. Mine's in June, so maybe we should celebrate in May. Just pick a, in between the two dates, and let's go out. Because
I think that's a... Well, I don't want to wait until then. You and I had too much fun at the brewery bar. I even hugged you.
Oh, I know. It was
brewery
great.
bar.
We went to the brewery bar. It was like, okay, we're going to be COVID careful. We go to the brewery bar. There's like thousands of people packed in. There's we hug each other. But I figure all that hot salsa killed any germs,
That's right. That's right. We justified it.
That's right. Hey, tell everybody while you're on here a little bit about Mom Always Loved You Best. Share with them that program, and if you're doing another one, or how they can get the book, or David's book, brag a little bit about David and you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, brag a little bit.
Oh, aren't you kind? Well, David has a fabulous book called Games Lawyers Play.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an honest assessment of the legal industry attorneys and their clients,
Mm-hmm.
neither of whom are always lovely people, and it's hysterical, and so it's wonderful. You can order it through Amazon. Games Lawyers Play. That's really honest, and then we see it all over. If you have a group, you want to. So here we do Mom Always Loved You Best, which is what happens to family when the last moral authority dies, and all the 40, 50, and 60-year-olds are running around like little 13 and 12-year-olds in relation to their siblings. So,
Right.
So that's really tough things that we do beyond our legal practice.
Right, and I'm not sure if they can hear it on my Facebook page because we're running through the system here, so I'm going to repeat that. You can go to clankyandcook.com, and you can find out about Mom Always Loved You Best when they're doing their next seminar. It's usually free, or it's just the price of lunch. And they're not not trying to sell you anything. They're just trying to keep your family together after you die, which is really a challenge in many cases. And also, David's got a book. I think you can order his book through Amazon, and also through their website, which is The Games Lawyers Play. And that is a great book. I have read it. I've had David on before. So, and then if you do need some legal services, like real estate services, estate planning, what is it called? Probate, that's it.
Probate, yeah.
Yeah.
Estate planning, I do transactional real estate. Thank you for the shameless plug.
I'm doing
Thank
it
you.
because I love you guys. You guys are awesome, and I got 1 minute to go. I'm gonna have to sign off. So Jill, thanks for calling. You have a great day, and yes, I'll text you. Let's get together in about a week, and I'm working less hours now, so I've got some free time. So let's get together and let's take a risk with our lives again, hug each other, and eat food. Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that, and I love you, and so I will talk to you later.
Okay. Bye, Jill. Take care. Bye bye. Well, that was fun. All right, we're about ready to sign off. I think the show's already off the air on the music side, and I just want to tell everybody thanks for tuning in today. It's been a great, fun afternoon, and we're getting right back to the music. What's up right now? What are you playing?
This is the mix.
The mix. We're playing a mix. Okay. Oh, it's a soul mix. That ought to be great. It's going to be all soul music and soul mix right here on KUHSdenver.com, Denver Stream. Keep tuned to that if you want to listen to some great music today. Otherwise, we'll catch you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in.